why we have a quiet moment on track, Allan and I thought we'd come around the circuit and show you a few of the corners. So we've made it to midway at Mulsanne, and Allan, it's quite a different way that the different categories deal with this corner.
Yeah, it is. It's a tricky corner. It's exactly halfway around the circuit, and as you come in, you're coming in at 330 kilometres per hour in an LMP1 car. LMP2s are actually quicker. They're about 340 kilometres per hour. But because you're braking and turning a P car, it can brake a little bit later, so it's straighter. So it's effectively getting to just to where you see the curb, hitting the brakes hard, slowing it down to about 85k at the apex, and then getting on the throttle. For a GT car, though, they have to brake that little bit earlier, and they're on public road. So they go over the tram lines of the road and the car's moving around, and then they start to get more brake pressure on as they come through here. It is an overtaking opportunity, but only when you're overtaking traffic. Certainly not when you're racing for position. But we have seen, as Anthony Davidson knows from very unfortunate experience, that when it goes wrong here, it definitely goes wrong.
And what about for you? Is there anything that stands out about Mulsanne from your memory?
Well, I remember quite a lot of things about it. You used to see a lot of people in that barrier, coming in, locking up the inside front wheel, just can't get it stopped, coming off the brake, and then suddenly you get to this point and there's a surface change where it goes from track onto road, and it was so easy just to career off into the gravel trap from there. But it was a corner I didn't take a lot of risks at. Martin Brundle, when I first came here, he was the king of Le Mans in terms of pure speed on pole position, and he would take 0.2 of a second when we were teammates out of me into this corner. I had to gain it up somewhere else, but here he just had a real feel and sensitivity about it. It's a tricky corner because of the entry speed, it's a tricky corner because of the grip change, and it's a fantastic corner for all the fans who can then see all the action on the other side though.
Great, thanks very much. So Martin, come on, if you can finally tell Allan what your secret was, he'd really still like to know.